You don't get your moral compass from religion. If you did, you'd be stoning adulteresses to death, and you'd be executing people for breaking the Sabbath and for making graven images and that kind of thing. We clearly do not get our moral compass from religion. Our moral compass in the 21st century is a 21st century moral compass, and it's changed. It changes by the century, it changes by the decade. I call it the shifting moral zeitgeist. And the shifting moral zeitgeist has nothing to do with religion. You can find the occasional verse in Scripture which accords with our modern morality. But you have to do that by sifting through and throwing out large numbers of verses which go against our modern moral compass. So why not just take the modern moral compass as it is, having been worked out by moral philosophers and by the sort of discourse that takes place all the time as the centuries go by. We regard with abhorrence slavery, whereas a couple of hundred years ago it was the norm. All sorts of things like that have changed, and this has nothing to do with religion. The other way in which religion might give a moral compass is if people behave in a moral way because they're frightened of God, because they want to go to heaven or don't want to go to hell. And that's a rather ignoble reason for being good. I'd rather meet somebody who is good for the sake of being good rather than for the sake of sucking up to an imaginary friend.